Est-ce qu'il est là? Monsieur Bravo, allez-y avec votre question. Vous avez droit à un court préambule.
Question to
Yes.
Mr. Tremblay,
Yes.
the minister, the mayor of Montreal. Why the bicycle business that is called the monkey business? Why they didn't ask to the public to invest that money, $108 million, money from the taxpayers? Why they didn't ask to the people of Montreal before they invest that kind of money? I remember it was an ex-president of the United States. He said, don't ask to the country what they can do for you. You have to give to the country. So why this business of the bicycle,
Okay, the
they
question
are
is
getting
asked.
money from the taxpayers?
Okay.
Now, my second question is,
No, he's going to
why-
answer the first one, Mr. Bravo. The question is asked, why haven't the citizens not been consulted for the $108 million investment for the mayor?
Good evening, Mr. Bravo. Yes, we were consulted, but it's a non-profitable organization that has the responsibility to balance a budget, balance the revenues and the expenses. When you say that there's $108 million involved, you have to subtract $71 million are basically for exports or guarantees. If we have a signed agreement, for example, the City of London that orders so many bicycle stations, then all we have to do is finance it until we deliver the goods. So you take off 71 million, and the other 57 million is basically 37 million. I'm sorry, is basically a loan that we made to Bixi that will be repaid with interest. And the understanding we have when we adopted this project is that it would not cost any money to the taxpayers. So it's an active mode of transportation that is a great success for Montreal. There's over 40,000 people that are using the Bixi. Last year we had 3,300,000 rides, and this year it's increased by 40%. So I think as a responsible city, we must provide the services to our citizens. The same way we provide public transit, now we're providing an active mode of transportation that is a great success for Montreal, but also throughout major cities in the world.
Thank you. Second question, go ahead.
yeah, my second question is why these bicycles are causing too much trouble to the city of Montreal, making the bicycle a special roads for the bicycle, and the cars, they don't have a place to go. Like Maisonneuve Boulevard is cut in one space for one car. It used to be the widest boulevard in Montreal. Now it's the very narrow boulevard. Everybody's avoiding to go there because the bicycles,
Okay.
and also why the construction is taking so long.
Okay,
Guy
so
and
the
Sherbrooke
question
is
is-
taking
Thank you.
1 year since last year.
Thank
They
you.
are still not finished.
Thank
in,
you.
In Tokyo, in Japan,
Mr. Bravo, you asked your question. The mayor is going to answer it. Why do we have bike paths, for example, on Maisonneuve Boulevard?
Okay. It's a political choice that has been taken by the administration of the City of Montreal. And on Maisonneuve Boulevard, for 30 years, there were discussions, are we going to have a bike path or not? Yes, we know that 200 parking spots have been replaced by this bike path that is used by 7,500 cyclists. So it's a great success. And in the past, the cars had all the place on the City of Montreal. They occupied every space. Now we're saying we have to create a better balance between the cars, the pedestrians, and the cyclists. This is exactly what we're doing. I know it takes a major change in behavior and attitude, and I think it's very good for the quality of air. It's very good for the greenhouse gas emission and for the environmental issues that we're facing every day. We're not different in other major cities in the world. Everyone is going through active modes of transportation, and the reaction of the citizens is so positive that we're doing our best. We have 580 kilometers of bike paths, and we're planning to have 800 kilometers within the next years. In that sense, I think it's a decision that we've taken in the best interest of all citizens, including the motorists, because now there'll be less cars, maybe more bicycles, and the important thing is that how do we make sure that everyone has a place in the streets in Montreal, and as a result of that, we'll continue to improve the bike paths to make them as secure as possible. That's why we did the special reserve lane on Maisonneuve Boulevard.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Bravo.